Oh, this is
And we're live with Fully Charged. I am Sal, my co-host is Cbear, and today we are going to be talking about a wide breadth of topics. I don't think that's the right word. Cbear is kind of giving me a look. Platinum and Taggerung are here to discuss ESEA Invite, the LAN, and soldiering. So Cbear, why don't you give us a rundown of our guests specifically?
Oh, well, let me look and see. Oh, you're not up yet. I would like to say the guy directly above me or below me is this dude, but I'll start with Tag, because in the Skype call, he's right above me, and we had him on 2 episodes ago when we were talking about... The hell were we talking about 2 shows ago?
Pre-LAN.
Yeah,
Pre-LAN!
Pre-LAN. Now we're post-LAN.
I know what we're talking about. He was awesome, has a lot of hats. Maybe he's wearing one right now. Maybe that's just the way he looks. He's very Master Chief-ish, but Tag is roaming for a new team. He's going to be on a top team, which is exciting for him. I'm excited to see how his roaming progresses on a team with Banny. We'll talk about all the teams and the shakeups. I think we have pretty much everything confirmed. We were like trying to figure it out before we went live here. Like, what team is this in Invite? Who's on that team? But Taggerung is roaming in Invite, and he's the man. So what's up, Tag?
That's going to be awesome. Of course, I'm sorry I cut you off there, but we also have Platinum here. We'll give you guys a chance to get the intros out of the way just a second, but we've also got Platinum, of course, still playing for Classic Mix-Up in the next upcoming season, and of course one of the Grand Champions, one of the World Champions, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Who got the trophy? It's an important question.
We gave it to Enigma.
Okay.
We felt like he was the MVP, and he hasn't got one yet, so.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep.
Was that championship number 2 for you or 3? 3? 2?
3. Plus
You
I have
lost
46.
count. It's like
3 plus I have 46.
Okay,
I
well,
think.
I-46 counts for like
Yeah,
7.
season 6, season 10, season 12. Okay.
Did you guys get a trophy for I-46?
No, we got a huge novelty check that we gave to you that
That's
gave
right,
to a
yeah.
fan.
Yeah.
Did you got one of those huge checks?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, it wouldn't fit in anybody's luggage, so I just gave it to, I think I gave it to Rusky Doo, actually.
Was that? Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was so happy. So he liked it more than we would. So.
That's one of my life dreams, is to get a big check for something, but you know, probably not going to happen. Maybe whatever. Anyway, so we also have a special announcement, Sal, and I've been poking around different streams saying we're going to announce this bad boy. So
This is an exciting one.
Before I forget, should we do it right now? Do you guys
Yes.
want to hear it right now, or should we wait for more people to show?
We got like 200. That's enough.
Okay, so we're gonna do the announcement. So we had a meeting yesterday with ESEA. Well, not with, I guess, the person who's in charge of their new streaming branch of ESEA. And ESEA is going to start streaming all of their games on a weekly basis, and that is going to include TF2 on the ESEA Orange stream. Finally, at Season 12, we get a weekly show, which is awesome. The ESEA Orange stream is going to be every Thursday night at 10 o'clock Central. We will be bringing you the Game of the Week on ESEA. And we're going to have all of the best casters, best streamers. We're going to have Lang, DJC, myself, Mr. Slim as backup cameraman, Sal as backup handsome devil. And we're going to try our best to make sure the invite teams that we want, like the best matches, are played at that time, so we can bring you guys the best match every week. And since we're going to have consistent product, Twitch John is most likely going to front page us, which means more viewership, which is great. So really good news. Also, I can't confirm this part, Sal, but they were asking about like wardrobe and if we were camera shy. And I said yes, very, very much so. I'm pretty sure, are going to fly us down to Dallas to cover the event, Season 13, live on location.
Yeah.
Which is awesome, I guess.
Did they want you to like dress up in particular, like bring a suit or what?
I don't know if
hats,
any of you guys saw the CS:GO. I'm sure Tag and Plat didn't, because they were like traveling and stuff. But the CS:GO, they were on location and they had on T-shirts with just neckties that were drawn onto the T-shirt, and it looked awful. And I will not be wearing that. I will show up. I'm gonna wear like a sports jacket with like a T-shirt under it. I'm gonna look good. But yeah, they were like, you know, they basically asked us if we'd be willing to go and if we have any problem being on camera. So you might see DJC on camera. Think about that.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's the announcement. It's cool, and I think it's good news all around.
That actually brings a whole new level of like questioning who's going to dodge LAN, because now we don't just have to worry about the players; we got to worry about the casters.
I will go. I've almost gone to like 4 LANs now, I don't really want to go, to be completely honest with you. Dallas doesn't sound like that much fun, but I will go, and I will cast some TF2 on location. I think, you know, hopefully Lang goes on his team, and he can help like plug the stuff in for us and make sure it works and everything. It'll be good.
Okay.
So there you go. Announcement taken care of. Let's go on with the show.
Let's do that. And since we've been talking about LAN, and we are professional segue artists, let's talk about the last LAN that we just had, where Classic Mix-Up did what everybody thought they were going to do, spoiler alert, and dominated their way to victory. But, I mean, the games were good, especially... what was you guys' best game, in your opinion, Platinum? The one that was the closest? Snakewater?
Against Bro?
Yeah.
The first half was good.
It was basically like a 30-minute frag vid.
It was really
I mean, everyone was going nuts on both teams. It was crazy.
It absolutely was. In fact, I think I might have called it that when I recasted part of it. Just to basically straight up a 30-minute frag vid. Yeah, I was just like, this is a frag vid. This is awesome.
It was really good. It was refreshing to have that like super high level game, even if it was just for a bit. Bro versus LG was also really good. The series was close, but not as high level. That 30-minute chunk of TF2 was by far the best of the LAN. It was like, wow, this is crazy. Holy crap. And, capped off with Enigma's heavy in the forward spawn. The GG moment where we were like, well, that was awesome. That was
awesome.
That was his trophy moment right there then, wasn't it?
Yep. He just ran up and took the trophy and was like, it's mine now.
We were screaming as much as you guys probably were on stream, like watching him in spawn.
Okay, Tag, since you have been stone-faced and silent the whole time, what was your opinion of LAN? Have you been to LAN before?
No, that was my first LAN, actually.
Was it cool?
I'm actually going to take this off.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, isn't it get, like, hot there?
There
oh, you got a mustache! Oh!
Okay. It was my first LAN that I've ever been to. It was a lot of fun, actually. I don't know, what was the question again?
Just
how was LAN?
Yeah, how was it? So you answered it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. Yeah. I didn't get to play, you know, as much video games as I wanted, but I feel like LAN is more about just hanging out with people than taking the video game seriously. Well, for me, it was.
Who was like the person you were really excited to meet? Like, who was just the coolest dude at LAN? You can. You don't have to say Platt because he's here, but
no, you have to say Mesmer.
He's you know.
I'm not sure. That's tough.
They all sucked, right?
Maybe Stoltis. Yeah, Stoltis probably. Yeah. I wanted to like see if he actually acted like that in real life.
Did he?
And he does. He
Yeah.
does.
He was a pretty awesome guy.
I really wish I hadn't missed this one.
Yeah.
Oh man, but I'll hopefully be there at the next one if they don't schedule it over class again.
You better be if I'm there.
I'll just skip class, whatever. If my profs come back and look at this and they're like, "Oh, that kid deserves a B," I'll be okay. But Tag, you apparently made a pretty big name for yourself. I mean, you in particular posted a video of yourself doing just like random stuff. You're like, "Oh, that's all I remember," but it was like sick medic frags, which as a roamer is exactly what you want to be doing most of the time, right?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I felt as though I did okay at LAN. Everybody says that I did ridiculous at LAN. I don't know. I
think. Well, I casted your one of the second maps because we couldn't cast the other one. But you were getting shade in that LG series, and I missed the mix-up series. Obviously, both were quick, and when your team gets rolled, it's probably pretty hard to
He had a pretty sick air shot on me.
Oh, did he?
Crater at last. Yeah, I was trying to jump away, and he just swatted me right out of the sky. It was pretty sick. He remembers that.
I'm sorry.
So I would say you definitely gave yourself more of a reputation than you already have as being a pretty sick soldier. So with that said, what roster are you going on to now, Tag?
I'm on Don't Stand's roster, which is a terrible name. It's awful.
It really is. Can you guys
so bad.
Don't Stand?
That's completely Banny's fault, actually. But
you'd think Banny would be more creative. I mean,
I know, but we've been trying to find new team names, and it's not been working. But I'm playing with Banny, Sizer, Lansky, Shade, and Shrugger, and so far it's been pretty fun. A lot of fun, actually.
You've been scrimming already, I take it?
Yeah, I know,
man.
right? Oh.
That was the big complaint last season, right?
Dude,
you didn't get to scrim enough. Your team didn't care.
No. This is actually really strange because now Chess Club has been screaming every single day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's like, well, now we got
Yeah.
tag off. We can scrim. Ha ha.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. So you got the. I mean, was there talk about this new team at LAN? Did you kind of sit down with Sizer and Banny and because obviously they knew that there was going to be a shakeup. Tyrone was clearly not going to be on the team next season. I think they already penciled in Lansky as a replacement, but
Yeah.
did they talk to you at all about what their plans were? Like, hey, you just killed Shade 12 times. You want to be our roamer?
No, not really. I think it was like 2 days after LAN. I was just online, and Benny asked me to come and mumble, and he was like, "We're making a new team," and he asked me if I wanted to be on it, and I was like, "Yeah, sure," because I was pretty much teamless at the time. I honestly don't think it was that much planned. Like nobody expected it to go out like that,
Mhm.
but you know, it worked out in the end, I guess. No hard
Okay.
feelings. Lansky just messaged me and said it was all planned.
It was
Okay.
all planned. Ooh, okay. All right.
Landman Gaming.
Uh-oh.
So we've heard your team's roster now going in. The Don't Stand team, which we all hope will be renamed desperately.
Lukewarm gaming.
But Platt, I think we heard most of your roster too, right? Can you run that down for us again? The classic mix-up roster going into next season.
We've got YZ50, Enigma, me, Harblue, TLR, and Ruin.
And then you have Harbaloo is playing demo going into the season. Like that's sort of the initial plan, and then Ruin on Medic.
We have our 6 players, but we don't have our classes necessarily set yet, and they could change during the season. You never know. As of right now, we've got Ruin on Medic, medicing me. I'm playing Pocket. Tyler's going to Rome, picking up the gunboats.
Ooh.
And Harblue's playing demo with Enigma and YZ50 on Scout.
So if you wanted to put, I guess, Ruin back in on Scout, would you just swap Enigma to Medic, or what would you do there?
Probably put Enigma on demo and put Harb on Medic. But then we could put Ruin
Okay.
on demo and put Harb on Medic. You know,
Yeah. All right.
we got a bunch of options. You could put me back on on demo, and you know,
Yeah.
who knows? We'll see.
It's got to be. I mean, that's kind of the thing with mix-up. All those guys can play all the positions at Invite, so I mean, they can kind of do whatever they want. I expect to see a lot of switching. I mean, they kind of off-classed or whatever last season, just to mix things up. I hate making.
Nice.
I wasn't trying to make a joke. I really wasn't. But I mean, I think we'll see more of that. But I'm excited, Sal, to see Ruin on Medic. For all of you young nerds who don't remember the history of TF2, Ruin used to be like way by far the best medic in the game. He was crazy, and seeing him return, Platt, in my opinion, has always been the best pocket soldier. That's going to be devastating combo, and it's going to be really fun to watch. Not even just saying because Platt's here. I've said that before. It's going to be really cool.
Thank you.
You got to be excited though, Platt. We talked a little bit about the Ruin switch, and you were like, "Wow, this is going to be really fun being able to play pocket soldier with really really good medic."
Yeah. Ruin always knows exactly what to do. I'd put him probably smarter than me at this game, and with him being behind me, it's just going to be like something I've never experienced before, and I'm extremely excited to play with him. I don't know how to describe it because he's going to be the best medic I've ever had, so it should be fun.
I'm glad we don't have Pure on right now. He, of course, a very good med.
Pure
but-
has never pocketed me, so.
Oh, that's true. True. Okay. All right. I'll give you that one.
While we're at it, since you brought up Pure, why don't we run down some of the other teams?
Yes.
Because there's some new looks. I think the fan favorite team heading into the season is going to be Laser Beams, and I only say that because they have Lang and Sean Bud, who are probably our two most consistent and popular streamers. They're actually going to be a combo as well. Lang is the pocket with Sean Bud on Medic. They have Brad. Pure is going to be the demo, which is going to be really interesting to see if he's able to play demo with the best demos in the game. I don't know. He played it in intermediate and was good. And I know Brad's a really good player all around. He's one of those guys that can play like everything.
Platt, is he a good enough demo to hang an invite?
Well, we wanted him to play a demo for us so we could keep the same roster, but he said no.
Okay. I mean, that's
I don't know.
vote
We
of
played
confidence.
against him. He seems like he's been playing it like Medic, like running away from his team really early.
He jumps
But-
a lot. He's like
Does he? I don't.
I watched him a little streamage of it, but he's like I'm going in, and he just sticky jumps in. It's like, all right, man, this is.
Yeah.
Alex
I
West
mean,
style.
he'll have some growing pains as anybody will switching to demo. I know firsthand. It's rough going against a Clockwork or a YZ50 or a Ruin when you're on demo. It's brutal until you get the feel for it. So I'm sure he will improve the entire season and be able to hang if he gets to land.
Okay.
I think it's interesting because A. Siegel, who is probably your third best pocket soldier in America right now,
Yes.
is also playing Scout
Yeah.
on that team. And the other Scout is, of course, Justin White, who is the very famous sniper Scout guy, which is an interesting pickup because he's probably still considered the best sniper, I would say. I mean, we don't see as much of it as we used to, but he's really, really good. So those are your Scouts, and I think Siegel's going to get better and better. He's already shown he's pretty good at Scout, and he has really good aim. And then the roamer is Z. Bryan, who does sound like a Muppet, which is awesome. And that's their team. And I think it's a pretty solid team, Sal. And like I said, I think a lot of people are going to be rooting for them.
Is it? Have you guys had scrims that kind of give you an idea of what the tier level is in Invite yet?
Kind of.
Yeah?
I mean, we played laser beams, and Siegel got the second most heals in the server and went like 0.5 KDR. So I don't know how well I don't know how he's been doing on other scrims, but against us, he didn't do that well. But he's another one of those really smart players, so I don't see that being a problem unless he rages out before he can figure it out.
Okay.
They were okay. We haven't really played Banny's team or Tyrone's team yet, which I would assume they would be number 2 and number 3, but I still think we're going to be number 1 going into the start of the season anyway.
Okay.
So then, I guess, since we brought Tag's new team, which is Banny's team, obviously Tyrone's old team, Tyrone pulled the coup. I kind of had the secrecy drama that was going to happen at LAN. Tyrone told me that he was going to cut everybody from the roster at LAN and go wait until he got home. Because I guess he didn't want to get beat up by the huge Sizer. What is Ty's team? It's basically the Seriously Bro with Hero and Tyrone.
Yeah.
So Tyrone is your pocket, and then Blaze is going to be roaming, which is cool because Blaze is really, really good. Medic is KBK, which is also new. Mezer is not playing anymore, which sucks because Mezer owns. And then the Scouts are Clockwork, that one guy I kind of know.
And Hero.
Hero, which is going to be a cool pair. So that's another team, probably top 3. Interesting to see how well they do. So yeah, they've been scrimming too. So I don't know. Tag, have you guys played any of these new teams?
Yeah, we've played Chess Club, Ty's team, and AG. I think that's it.
AG being the old Wow Wow Kapow team from Intermediate promoted this season.
Yeah. So what is your opinion on these teams? Anything that stands out? Have you?
Let's see. So far, like our most challenging scrim, I think, has come from laser beams, in my opinion.
Okay.
But I mean, we pulled through, but they're a really, really, really aggressive team, and Pierre plays a very stylized version of demo where he just lays his stickies everywhere, just like a messy room. Yeah, he just like they're just stickies like on point, on the floor, on the wall, anywhere you walk. It's ridiculous. But so their aggression's really good. I feel like AG is gonna have some tough times. They need to get some stuff together.
Generally,
Ty's
is pretty tough for teams. So yeah.
We played Ty's team. I don't really remember that much about it, honestly. Yeah.
Not memorable, huh? You're just like, yeah, whatever.
Oh, jeez.
Those clowns.
There you go, Sal. Oh, jeez. Jeez. What was another? I said some other team, didn't I?
Zensity.
Chess Club. Oh, Zensity. They're gonna need some work too. And
They
then
have Relic,
Chess Club.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Chess Club's actually been doing pretty well. Weeble and Omar definitely, like, I don't know what they did over LAN, but they are just like attached to the hip now. It's ridiculous, and they're just shooting it. They're hitting every shot. And who's their demo now? Boomer, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Do we have
definitely
any like main class demos in Invite this season?
Boomer played
Dummy. Okay.
Dummy, and then Boomer, Banny, and
Did
Boomer
Boomer used
played
to?
demo before as
Okay.
well.
Okay. I'm a newbie. Sorry.
The
Boomer's
thing about
been doing-
a lot of the high-level invite players is they can play a lot of the classes. We talked about Mix-Up having, the malleability just to say, hey, we're going to play this class today, have fun, and they can do it. I mean, it may not be as crisp as if they scrim over and over again to get used to it, but I mean, I have faith that Boomer could be a really good demo just because he's a good soldier and he has experience playing demo.
Well,
and a lot of people,
he used to play demo, and he was pretty good. I don't know why he switched off of it, but
they're like, we need a pocket. We have Dummy. There you go.
he's doing some definite like magical work for Chess Club.
Yeah, so that's good. Okay, so let's try to quickly run down the other teams. We don't have them in the Skype call, so we don't know that much about them. So Zensity, I just heard that there's a possibility that they might cut Ghost Stayama.
No, they already have.
They
Right?
did. Well, I don't know.
And they picked up Relic.
They did pick up Relic. So Relic, one of this long-standing Invite players, is going to be back in Roamer and Invite where he belongs. Good Roamer. Better than Ghost, who knows? But it sucks that they cut Ghost because he helped them get there. And I'm getting messaged by Ghost right now who's telling me something, so I'm going to read that and see if... Oh, yeah, it looks like Ark gave him the boot. So see you later, Ark. Good guy, Ark.
I really enjoyed watching Ghost in some of the games I casted too. He was very much enjoying his time, it seemed, as a roaming soldier for them. So that's too bad, I guess. But it only seemed like that through the playstyle. Maybe it didn't seem like, I don't know, whatever was happening on comms might have been a different story. So you guys, I guess, don't have a terribly high opinion of how Zensity's going to do this season?
Well, honestly, actually, I haven't played. We haven't played against them with this new lineup because they
Okay.
picked up Mossy for demo and now Relic.
Yeah.
Before, I think they were trying out Unf, I think, on demo, and I don't know, I forgot. But
we played them last night, and Mousy was actually doing really well. He reminded me of Banny a lot playing against him. So
Mouse is really good. It's really good.
it seemed like he was alone a lot, but I mean that'll be fixed pretty quickly. But he was doing the right things, and I think Blinky is one of the stronger medics in Invite too. So if they play together, then who knows?
Interesting.
I don't think I've seen Relic roam before though.
He's
Roamed
been
on our
roaming
team.
for he roamed for like the last 3 seasons.
Yeah.
He's good. I mean,
Really?
he's a good roamer, solid, experienced.
Jeez. I need to work on my memory.
Relic. Real quick, Sal. I have to say, because we're getting dangerously close. I didn't mention this yet. and
Yeah.
I'm sorry to
No.
hijack
Yeah.
the
We're at
show.
like 490.
Right. So there was a hat that will be given away. Maybe. Oh God. No, it's coming. No. I've been wearing this hat, so I don't want to part with it. But I have an unusual hat gifted to me by one and only Wreath. It is. I have it right here in front of me. The unusual Tippler's Tricorn.
Is it hearts?
Unusual smoking effect on
Yeah.
that bad boy. It's a nice, unusual hat. I
Yeah.
say probably the best one we've given out. And if we get to 500, we're 6 away. I'll give that thing out. So yeah, that's going to happen. But okay, that's all. I just want to make sure that is still happening. I haven't brought it up yet.
That's
but,
a fact.
Okay, so we went through Zensity. Wow Wow Kapow won in IM last season. They are now an Invite. Their 6 is, I don't know their 6. I don't know them very well. But have you guys played them at all? Do you know anything about them? Anything that are they in store for a hard first season like most promoted teams are?
Probably, but Rando is really good.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
But like
They're-
people, so when teams have been promoted before, they'll have one player who everyone's like, oh, he's really good. But does that mean the teamwork is there and everything else is there? That means they're gonna have a good season, right?
If they play off their pocket soldier, it should go hand in hand with the team playing well.
Okay.
But from what I've heard, their comms aren't the best, and they need to really work on it and play off each other. But that's why they got promoted and they won IM. So we'll see. We'll see.
I think a test of time will be will they survive? Because most promoted teams die within the first 6 weeks of Invite because they just get loaded up. 507, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. Thank you for watching. Please stick around. The hat will be given out at the end of the show. If you want to stick through, we will cut the VOD, and then we'll give out a hat, and I will make sure that we give it out. So if you want the hat, stick.
And looking at the roster, they have Boink, Christopher, Drogo, Kapow, Rando, and Squid all paid on the roster. So
Was that their roster last season?
I don't think Squid was on that
Yeah,
team.
Squid doesn't sound right.
He's
But
like an
everybody else,
Invite,
yeah.
like the lower team Invite scout. He's good,
Mhm.
but he seems like his teams die a lot. Anyway,
What can you
are we
do?
forgetting any of the teams? I think that's 7. Is there one more that I'm forgetting, or is that 8?
Apocalypse Gaming, Blight, Classic Mix-Up, Don't Stand, Don't Trip, Laser Beams. Did we talk about Laser Beams?
Yeah.
Chess Club,
Yep.
and Vector.
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 How could we have forgotten
Vector? Oh,
Chat's like
goodness.
Vector. Yes, Vector. That's awesome. I love those guys, man. I don't know if Mile
Schwan.
High Militia is still going to be playing for them,
Yes.
but that's good. He's
Nice.
a really good roamer.
I agree.
I don't know if they'll be able to hang an Invite, but they've definitely earned the chance, and they'll take it seriously. They'll scrim. they are a very solid 6, and I'm looking forward to see how they play. I think they'll have a chance to beat some of the lower level teams. They have very good teamwork and overall pretty high level skill. And Mile High is my guy, so I'm rooting for him.
See, roster says Dougie G, Hibachi, Jay Benucci, Mile High, Ninja Nick, and I don't know. Is it Thrickster?
Yeah.
I can never.
Yeah, Thrickster is
okay.
one of their scouts.
Yeah, I can't read that.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, so Mile High is going to be pocketing. So that's good news. We like Mile High Militia here. He streamed. He was going to be my backup camera guy, but if he's playing an invite, that's going to be tough to do for him. So
Yeah. He's a
looks
cool guy, though.
He is a very cool guy. Schwan, who we had on the episode 3.
Did you
used to be
say
there.
his name on that roster tag? Was Schwan on there?
He's not on it. He's not playing
on
it.
it.
But,
Oh.
yeah, so I have it sent to me by Fog, who also sent me a pizza, so bam. Mile High Pocket, Java B, Roamer, Ninja Nick Medic, Hibachi and Thrickster Scout, and Dougie G Demo. So you have a team with Java B and Dougie G. It's like a early 90s rap video, Sal. I'm excited.
If it's exactly like you described, I'm never watching them. But I hope it's not like that.
Come on, man. All right,
No,
so
this is going to be a fun invite season then. And we kind of have, I guess, a little bit of an idea that the top is going to mostly be comprised of the teams that have been there before, right? You've got Mix Up, Don't Stand, Don't Trip. Who would be the fourth one up there?
Laser Beam.
That's up to...
Yeah,
Other
I
guys
don't know.
will be the. We'll see.
Sin City.
Well, and you know, last season, right? We had 4 teams at the bottom and very quickly dropped down to 2. So I guess we've got a little bit of time here. If you guys want to give us your predictions, are we going to see teams drop out early if they lose? Do you know?
I hope not.
I think Vector will stay the course. That's my
I
prediction.
hope not. I think there might be some roster shakeups, but I don't think any teams are going to die because it's good. I think at least 3 through 8 are going to be a lot closer than people are thinking.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it'll be a lot of fun for them, whether they win or lose. So I think I'm going to predict and go out on a limb and say no teams die this season.
Okay, well, if a team does die, then you're letting Platinum down. You're letting all of us down.
That's right.
Because all those rosters sound good. So no teams die, please.
Bad at death. I hope so too. We had a really awful invite season, so the ups and downs generally of invite. This is the season where we need the up with the ESEA exposure, the weekly show, and all that stuff. Want to show that we have a solid foundation at the top because I think we will get that too. I agree with that. I will also go on a limb and say no teams will die except for Zen City because they're going to die. But Sal, we got to talk about some soldier stuff. It's already
Yeah, I know.
7:30 Central Time, and this is the soldier episode. It's
I almost forgot about that.
Well, we may have to have another full-on soldier tutorial episode later. But of course, these two guys down here, they stream. So if you want soldier advice and how to play soldier at a high level, I mean, watch their streams, right? You guys can tell us what the stream addresses are, I guess.
I'm that guy tag.
Platinum TF2 on Twitch TV. Or Team Fortress TV.
There you go. Yeah, just go to Team Fortress TV. You'll be able to find them like that.
Right. Well, let's begin. It's cool because we were talking about who we wanted to get on the show, and I was like, well, if we can get Platinum, that would be awesome because there's no one who plays a more all-around good roamer than I've already said enough about how good Platinum is. He's really good at TF2, guys. He's fine. But the pocketing, I think, if I were to tell someone who to watch to learn how to pocket, would be you. How did you get into playing pocket? I played you back in like 07 in GWL, and you were playing Pocket Soldier back then. So it's been a long time. How do you attribute the success? Is there some kind of I don't know? Is there something you figured out over time, or is it just practice?
Well, season 2, I played Pocket for the Virgin Police in CEVO Amateur, and we ended up beating Moose in the finals.
This is so awesome in the chat right now. This guy is like, "Oh, you're such a sellout." Oh, it's Sean Bud. That's awesome. Okay, sorry.
Oh. And then I went to play a roamer for Mob Gaming / Strickland Propane, and I did not like the way that my Pocket didn't support me when I made moves, so I switched to Pocket, and I always made it a point to support my roamer, and then that just kind of translated into me supporting everybody else on my team and making sure that nobody dies without me trying to help them, and that's kind of how I play.
One thing that I always notice watching you play, and Tyler does some of this as well, but you seem like when you get Uber versus Uber situations that you're really good at finding stuff to kill. Is there some kind of methodology you have to that, or is it just like, I'm going to jump this way and I'm going to kill a scout, or you